Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'd just like to thank everybody for all the support you've given me with my channel, liking, subscribing, sharing, giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate everything that you've put into it for me. I can't believe how quickly it's grown. It's like amazing, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank you for the comments. I love reading them and answering each comment that you send me. And thanks very much to everybody that got a private reading from me. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius, and it's from the 22nd to the 28th of August 2016. Um, Again, I'll be doing your weekly energies that are coming in for you, and at the end, I will be pulling a card from the Talking to Heaven deck. So if you have got a loved one who's passed over while I'm doing your reading, if you just think about them and see if a message comes out that connects to your personal situation. All of the messages aren't going to apply to everyone. As I say, it's a general, but take what you can from it and then just leave the rest. So we'll get straight into your reading. So for Monday, you have the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles upright. The Nine of Pentacles speaks of someone who is well established, quite successful. It's about having nice things, a nice house, nice possessions, a nice car. You're quite self-sufficient. The Tower speaks about a sudden change. It's about information coming into you or an event that happens in your life that puts you in a place of shock, or it's something that comes in quite quickly to you. It can cause a little setback, or depending on what it is. um, but I feel for some of you, you are in that good a place with your own success that it won't have that big an effect on you. Sometimes it's the universe just telling us that they've gave you hints that something has to change and you haven't taken on the hints, so they send this in to change it for you. So what I feel about the Tower is it's when it comes in, you know, and then you clear away the rubble, it leaves a fresh area for you to build a new foundation on. For some of you, this could be um, a relationship, like going out. It could be the end of a situation. It could be friends or people that you're letting go of that no longer serve a purpose to you. Um, but it will be an unexpected event or unexpected information coming in on Monday for some of you. On Tuesday, you have the Hanged Man upright and the Knight of Cups upright. So the Knight of Cups upright speaks of someone offering you love. Cups are emotions, so he's offering you a cup of emotions. The cups are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is probably someone under 35 and um, lightish brown hair, hazel eyes. He's bringing in good news. For others, this could be an invitation to a social event, but I would say for quite a lot of you, it is like an offer of love of some sort. Could be that you're offering someone love, but I don't feel that. I feel it's an offer coming into you. The Hanged Man speaks of you being in suspension. It also brings in a change. It's like a rebirth. After you've looked at everything in a total different point of view, it lets you make a clearer decision about things. For some people, this could be a complete reversal of the way you're living. Um, it could be a complete change. You could start to just live the total opposite as you do the now. For some of you, I feel as if you're making a big sacrifice for somebody. This could be sacrificing time, money, or energy. But I feel as if you're putting way too much in and you're not getting a return on it. Um, for some of you, it's boredom. I feel you are suspended because of boredom and you just don't know which direction to take in life. But I feel as if, the light is going to come on, you're going to get an epiphany and you're going to find out which way which direction your life is going to transition into. Wednesday, you have Temperance upright and the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Temperance upright speaks of someone who's in balance. They're emotionally balanced. I feel as if you're in a good place. You know, your heart, soul, and body is all in balance. It's patience, harmony. You know, you've made a lot of adjustments to your life to get yourself in this place. And I feel as if success is coming in for you. With the Five of Swords in reverse, it talks about preparing yourself for difficult times. Kind of look before you leap card. It's kind of like just be prepared for any energies that are going to come in and cause you a bit of trouble, because you are in balance, so you'll be able to face anything, you know, head on. On Thursday, you have got the Emperor in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Emperor in reverse talks about someone who has became weakened. Their character has weakened. They've lost their strength. It's kind of like a complete change in character, a personality transplant. I feel for some of you, this is like a male influence in your life. This could be a father, a brother, a husband. But I feel as if this person has lost control. I don't know if that's through an illness or I don't know what's going on with them, but for some of you, I'm feeling it could be like a father figure that's got dementia or illness, you know, Alzheimer's, something like that, and he's just not the man that he used to be. And I feel as if, you know, you're going to have to look at this through totally different eyes than you used to look at your father with. It's all about approaching it with kindness and compassion, because I feel as if he's going to be acting quite immature and petty. You know, from one minute to the next, he's basically lost control of himself, and I don't think he fully understands why he's lost control. For other people, this could be just somebody who is not the person they met. You know, they met this upstanding citizen that was mature and stable, and they've kind of they've lost that, and they've became this person who's out of control. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, this talks about family quarrels. It can talk about petty jealousy, disagreements. So just be mindful of anybody trying to wind you up, you know, in your family, siblings or anything. It could be family quarrels over this man. If there is an illness, what's going to happen next? Where we're going to, you know, who's going to look after him? Where is he going to live? That kind of thing coming in. So remember and just approach this with kindness, because it's still your dad or your husband or whoever this is in your life. He's still a person. So try and approach it, although it is difficult. I've dealt with like someone suffering from it myself, dementia, and it's difficult to deal with, but you have to just remember that other side of them that you used to know. On Friday, you have the Empress in reverse and you have the Four of Swords upright. The Empress in reverse talks about anxiety, lack of concentration. It can speak of loss of material possessions, but I feel as if this is more a worry of losing your possessions. I don't feel it's an actual loss. This could be coming over from the anxiety about this person here. The Four of Swords speaks about recovery for illness, recuperation, resting up. And I feel as if this is someone in your family that's suffering from an illness like that, this is just draining. This totally drains. It's a wee bit soul destroying to see someone deteriorate the way you do. And you do tend to suffer with anxiety. So I feel with these cards coming in, it's saying specifically, if anybody's having to deal with this situation and it is an illness, make sure you're loving yourself, make sure you're taking rest, recuperating, getting your energy back up before you're having to deal with it again the next day. Make sure you're looking after yourself. On Saturday, you have Judgment upright and the Six of Wands upright. The Judgment upright speaks of improvements, new developments. It talks of a rebirth. It's a second chance. He's blown his horn and they're coming up out of their graves. It's like, they're rising up. It's a rebirth. You're going to be rewarded for past efforts. It's also a time to be accountable for our actions. So if there's anything you need to forgive, or anyone you need to forgive, even if it's forgiving yourself, this is a good time to go ahead and do that. Don't pass judgment on people. What you put out there is what comes back to you. So it's a good time to just watch what you're thinking, what thoughts you're sending up to the universe, because that's what's coming back. The Six of Wands upright talks about success. This is a victory card. So for some of you, you are going to have good news coming in about something you've been doing. This could be a certificate, an award. This could be graduating from college or university. It's also success over enemies. So if there's been any rifts anywhere, you're going to be successful with that. It also speaks of public recognition. So some of you could be, getting an award in public and being honoured for something. On Sunday, you have Justice upright and the Three of Wands upright. So the Justice card upright talks about fairness, someone being reasonable, you're getting justice. So I feel as if things are going to turn to proper balance for you. Things are going to end up in harmony. You'll get your just rewards. And I think that if any of you are involved in anything with courts or lawyers or anything like that, I feel that's going to come in on your behalf. That will be a good decision that's going to be made. That's going to be fair. With the Three of Wands upright, this talks about success. The threes are an achievement of goals. It's about growth or abundance. You're standing there and you're waiting for your ships to come in. You have 3 wands in the ground. This is success with your career. It's a good time for forming partnerships, getting things stabilised. You're at a number 3. The 4 is structure and foundation, so you've only got one more to go till you've got a proper foundation to work with. I feel this is a really good outcome for you. So I'm going to just pull your card from the Talking to Heaven deck. So if anyone is waiting for a message from a loved one, then I hope this applies for you. Let's see what comes out. Okay, we have one here. And the card that's came out for you with the message is, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. So this is a beautiful message coming out for you. And I know when we lose someone, it doesn't make sense to us. It definitely doesn't make sense. And we can't understand why it's happened. And we all say, why them? And I do feel like people that shine the brightest only shine for half the time, and I don't know why that is. Okay, so the message that you have with this card reads, there is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realised that you weren't ready to let me go. and in many ways I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I've received spiritual counselling to help me see the big picture of my life and death. I now understand that I had to leave the way I did. It was part of my soul contract, and yours as well. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all the beautiful moments we shared together, along with the lessons I've learned from the difficult times. It's all divinely perfect. So, although when we lose somebody we think it's not fair, we have all these feelings of anger and how could they leave me? I feel lonely, I'm so alone now. It is divine timing, and I believe that we're only here for the time that we signed up for, and when that time comes, we can't avoid it. But I feel it's also really good to know that when we do leave these earthly vessels that we call bodies, everything's fixed. The soul doesn't feel pain, it doesn't suffer any longer. So if you've had somebody here that was suffering, you know that the suffering is ended and they're now in a place where happiness is all they feel. So I hope that this has been some help to somebody, and I hope that it helps you with your process. I'll be back next week to do your readings again, and I'll leave this reading here just now. So I'm sending you blessings, love and light. Bye for now.